We got some football to get to. I'm excited to do that. Ryan is going to get us set on what has been happening with young Caleb Williams.
That's right. Caleb Williams had a very strong performance in his preseason debut on Sunday. Went 6 of 10 passing for 107 yards and a touchdown. PFF had his grade at 88.9. Ben Johnson had a couple of really nice things to say for him after the game. This is what Ben Johnson had to say.
Caleb made a couple big-time throws, in my opinion, to keep that drive going and some explosive plays there. And so it was good. It was good to see. I thought really the 3 days of practice we had this week and this game were the most he stacked up good days in a row right now. And so the challenge is going to be to keep pushing in that direction.
All right, so here's my thing. We talked about this, Kerry. I feel like I've even had some Caleb conversations with you over the last couple of weeks.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so here's my thing. When you go to a really, really good school, right, and let's say a high school, really top-notch high school. I went to a top 5 public school when I was back in my day. And it was all I knew, right? It's all I knew. That's where I'm from. I'm from Ann Arbor. Just grew up. Okay, what's the big deal? Was not a great student. Shut up. Was an average student there as far as the work side of it, but the brightness, the intelligence was there.
It, yeah.
I say this to say, while I was there and having fun, hanging out, partying, doing all that, and just making it by, what I learned as I started to move to other cities was that top 5 education that I was receiving, and just me being average, whatever, put me well above so many other people. Once I started being around kids who went to some of the rougher schools in other areas outside of Flint, outside of Detroit, it was like, oh wow, me just being around that type of education rubbed off.
Right.
I say that to say Caleb Williams is benefiting from being around Ben Johnson. Being around Ben Johnson, who is going to expose the things that we knew his weaknesses were, but challenge him to get better. Has an offense that is reliant upon him being better in order for this thing to work. And you have a guy for his entire tenure with the Detroit Lions was a top 5 offense. Number 1 last year.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. And so I think we're going to get the best version of Caleb Williams. It's going to take time because, again, Caleb has been able to benefit from being just gifted, being better, being faster, more, athletic and all of that throughout middle school, high school, into college, where he was running around, getting it done and winning Heismans and, having success in that regard individually, not necessarily team. And I think all of this is him benefiting from the curriculum of Ben Johnson, from the curriculum of holding you to a standard, to a curriculum of get off the team, first teamers, get off the field. This won't be acceptable. I'm burning timeouts. You guys are taking forever to get out the huddle.
Right.
And I think the expectations are going to be high for him with specifically Ben Johnson, but he's going to be able to extract the best of him. And like I said, he's going to learn so much from that University of Ben Johnson that he'll go to another school, and realize like, wow, me being here has benefited and elevated my game so much. But I still think it's going to take time. I still have my concerns.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you said is the most, I guess, positive thing for Caleb Williams. Ben Johnson is a type A type of person, right? So the attention to details matter. You talked about it. Caleb's been gifted. He's been one of the best players, I'm sure, since he started playing, right? And so it's come easy to him. When you get to the NFL, it may seem easy in preseason. It may seem easy in practice sometimes because, it just happens that way sometimes. But when those live bullets start flying and you see other people out there trying to eat and make money for their families, it's a different game. And so for Caleb Williams, and I think for all the detractors or even people on his side, calm down.
Yeah.
This is year 2 for this quarterback. And even with the supposedly down year that he had last year, if you look at his numbers for a rookie, you'll think it's pretty impressive. And so obviously when you come with generational talent, titles, and people saying that you're the best prospect since whatever, like those expectations are going to be high and unrealistic anyway. I mean, you can look at Peyton Manning when he came in, right? He had all the tools. He had the pedigree. Year 1, he was trash. Caleb Williams, year 1, was better than Peyton Manning. So calm down.
So you're saying he's going to have a better career than Peyton Manning? Yes or no, Kerry? I'm going full Rob Parker on you.
I know.
Yes or no, Kerry?
I did not say that, Rob. But what I'm saying is the fact that people want to And the other thing about all of this, which really makes me upset, to be honest, is the coverage. I think we have too much coverage. I know we're in the business of coverage, but I think there are some people that should not be covering. Like, we don't need to know that his teammates didn't step up for him when he got bumped. And like, some of that information needs to be handled within. And so the fact that we're getting so much information and we're really like lining this thing up day by day. He had a good day 1, day 2. In training camp, you're supposed to struggle. The coach is going to put you in situations where you have to figure it out. And if he hasn't figured it out yet, it's going to be a problem.
First of all, let me tell you what's driving me crazy right now. You just brought that up. Social media. Let me just I want to slap everybody. But here's specifically why. Remember the good old days when SportsCenter would post something on a page or put something out there? It would actually be something about basketball, football, baseball, a sport we all enjoy.
Yes.
Remember it would be an incredible highlight? Now they'll just post a random kid shooting his box of cereal in a cart in a Walmart.
Top 10.
What? What is going on?
That's what I'm telling you.
Yo, the standards, the standards, we got to relax. I understand the need to push content, especially if you're a content creator like a regular person.
Sure.
But the standard bearers got to come on now.
Exactly.
Let's get back to bearing them standards. Because I go on my social media and I see the most random, it'll be a 5-year-old in the backyard who put a spin move on his friend, and playing backyard sandlot football, and that'll make I'm like, all right, why are we showing that?
Exactly.
I say that to say, to your point, we do cover everything. We'll cover every throw. You used to just know only in the preseason game.
That's it.
Maybe if something huge or bad happened came out. Now we know every throw, every nick, I got a scratch, I got a boo-boo.
Man.
What teammate yelled at him, and the things that are becoming things were so regular. You played in the league.
That's what I'm saying, Kelvin. And not too far removed.
Us bumping chests and we all been seeing Hard Knocks for 20-something years. That's so regular, but now it's like, oh my gosh, this is happening in training camp. He grabbed some water and sprayed it, and they got, okay, but this has been happening, guys.
Kelvin, he struggled in team blitz pickup against the intro squad that they was going against. I don't remember who it was, but somebody reported that. I'm like, you saw him in one period and said this guy isn't going to have a good year this year? Relax.
Now, he did look bad in basketball shorts and T-shirts. I did need more out of him. I did need more out of him than 5 out of 17, Kerry. Kerry.
You see what happened in game 1 the game 2 of preseason when he got his snaps. What did he do?
Yeah, he looked good.
Right.
He looked good. Listen, I hope he looks well to an extent as a Detroit Lions fan. Hold on.
Yeah.
You can look good, but don't look that good. I need him to be like, I need him to be somebody else. He can't be Halle Berry looking good like that. Hold on, don't look like that. Okay, you can be cool, don't look that good.
Right.
My point is, as you know, the preseason is going to be too much to try to go back and forth with, right? Like, we're going to, because now he looks mid the next game. Now you and I got to come on here and do that.
Exactly.
That's why for me, it was the larger point of Ben Johnson is going to, whatever's in there, I'm going to be able to extract it.
Yeah.
The best out of you, and you know this, from a business or entrepreneurial standpoint, one of the things you're supposed to do is hire to your weaknesses.
Yes.
You want somebody that, hey, I'm not good at organization. Well, find someone who's organizationally spectacular.
Yep.
Hey, I'm not good at math, or I'm not good at my finances. Go get a financial advisor, somebody who can do all of that. I say that to say, this is why if you're a Bears fan, you'd be hopeful that Ben Johnson, that's what he does. If you looked at Jared Goff in the offense, it was very precision-oriented, right? Because Jared Goff ain't rolling around and running. Although every now and again he did catch a pass, like he caught a touchdown pass. But it was so unexpected. That's why he was open.
That falls in the same category as that little kid shooting the ball, the Syria in the bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, that does. He was wide open.
He was wide open. It was like when Peyton Manning used to play fake the handoff and then keep running. Everybody what?
Man, he is not running.
He actually ran it?
Yeah, I know.
And that's a touchdown we're going to have to just give up because we
Exactly.
did not see that coming. But I said that to say, I just think Ben Johnson is going to be – if it's there, if he can be good with timing, if he can be on point, on time, if he can be – his processing can be sped up, this is the guy that will help him do it. And their marriage needs to be one that can go stand the test of time because they can get the best out of each other. Hey, these are the things you're great at, Ben Johnson. By the way, you might be getting a guy who can do the other things too, meaning I can actually run out of the pocket. When the play we have designed doesn't work, I can scramble. That pass was supposed to, I know, but I got the arm strength and talent to get it to the other guy, the second or third look, if need be. So if they can marriage and make that happen, and I don't expect it to be fireworks necessarily year 2 right off the bat.
Yeah.
But if they can get that thing rolling, that will be scary for that division for sure, and in the league as they continue to move forward. But again, I think there's going to be it's going to take time because again, for his whole life, I've just simply been better than you. Yeah. I've just simply made a way when there's been no way. And you subconsciously become reliant on that. And that is the difficulty with people who are extremely talented. It's the right? You get to the NBA, I've always been faster, jump higher, stronger. And then, like you said, yeah, dude, so have all of us.
Yes.
And some of us are working. A la Kobe Bryant. Every year I'm in my lab. LeBron, every year I'm in my lab. Michael Jordan, I'm coming back. I'm getting better. I'm better. I'm Steph Curry. I'm working on my left hand even more. I'm working on this shot. And dudes just, I can hoop. No, we all can hoop.
We all can do it. Kelvin, the thing for Caleb, and I'm going to make it simple. If he's coachable this year, he's going to do his job, and he's going to do it well because the tools are there. You watch him. All the things you said, he's elusive. He can make plays happen off of the first read, right? If he's accurate and on time with the first read and he's coachable this year, this team's going to be right in the thick of that division. And I'm sorry for your Lions. If
we already got to deal with the Packers and everybody else trying to be high on the Vikings.
But if he's coachable and he really takes in what Ben Johnson's selling, they're gonna be dangerous.
Well, you just made me not even. I hope he's not. I hope Ben Johnson turns into Ben Johnson, the track star.
There you go.
Be out here cheating, Steve. I wanted a smile out of you on that one, Steve.
No, Steve ain't paying attention to you right now.
All right, we were not talking about Caleb Williams. I'm still leaning towards optimism for him.
Yes,
I still believe he can be closer to what we saw in college as far as being dynamic. I don't think he is the shoe-in, as everybody was saying for the last couple of years. I think the NFL is going to make him work and prove it. But I think having Ben Johnson is going to help. But I think he was in for the awakening that the NFL is for a lot of people a lot of times. We'll take a few calls. Let's go to Drew in New Jersey. Drew, you're on with the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. 877-99 on Fox, by the way, if you want to get into.
I think it's just like you said, it's a preseason game. We've seen a lot of guys look good in preseason. I'm usually, let's see where he's at that 10-game mark. That 10-game mark is where you start seeing players really are. You saw that with Bo Nix. You saw that with Jaden Daniels. I think Bo Nix was atrocious his first 4 games, and then he went on a tear.
Yeah.
And the one thing I'll also say is, I feel like a lot of media is very quick to let's write something narrative-wise and let's put it in existence, right? I think we did the same thing with Bo Nix last year, where we didn't. I would say most people did not know much about Bo Nix. They didn't know he could run because that was all he did at Auburn. He was terrible at Auburn.
Yep.
But again, we didn't know the athletic profile, just like you didn't know Jaden Daniels.
No, good point. Drew, good
So
point.
I would just say, let's just wait and see that 10-game mark, see where he's at.
Drew, first of all, get off my phone, Drew. Because Drew out here want to be nuanced and make sense and be patient. How dare you in 2025, Drew? You're not allowed to be patient and nuanced in the 2020s.
Let me throw this out to you right now, Kelvin. This is the other thing, right? So we talk about perspectives. We talk about people having their opinions about certain players and the greatness of that season, greatness of that player, or the opposite, right? The worst or the absolute worst about a player, right? I'm gonna say 2 numbers. I'm gonna say, okay, 2 different players, right?
Okay.
3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 93.3 rating. It's good. The other one, 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and an 87.8 rating, right? And one of those was thought on being a really successful rookie season, and the other one wasn't. So who was the other person I'm talking about right now?
Give me these numbers again. I want to guess the quarterback. I feel like I'm on a game show.
Yeah. All right. What did I hear? It is.
Wait, why did his laugh sound just like that laugh you always played?
There it is.
Why
there
does
it
it
is.
sound exactly like that, Kerry Rhodes? Wait, or maybe the drop is Kerry.
Hey.
All right.
Maybe. But no, listen, the numbers.
Okay,
all right.
give me them again. I'm going to write these down. Go.
The first quarterback, right?
Okay.
3,700, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 93.3 rating, right?
Okay.
Really good.
Okay.
All right. the other one. 3,500, 41 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 87.8 rating.
21-6?
20-6.
20-6. Okay, what's the question? Who's who?
Yeah, which one is which?
All right.
One. They said one was a really great year, team overachieved,
Okay.
blah, blah, blah.
So I think I know the answers to these. The first was Bo Ricks. Anybody remember those commercials? Bo Ricks, the haircut. Bo Ricks, Bo Nix. That's what I'm calling them all next season. Just get ready for that this upcoming season.
I like that.
Bo Ricks, a.k.a. Bo Nix.
That's right.
And then Young Williams.
Yes.
So you're saying, I will let you
Yeah.
break down what you're saying, that one was considered really good first campaign.
Yep.
And the other one was mid?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
See, I think Caleb Williams is the perfect example of, we can look at it as confirmation bias.
Thank you.
Caleb Williams' season was exactly what you wanted it to be.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting
He
at.
put up the numbers that and had the outs, meaning the scapegoats, exactly what you needed. So if you want to say, man, look at these numbers.
Uh-huh.
He did this and this and this.
Yeah.
41. He was good, man. He was on his way. He was in a tough division.
Uh-huh.
I can sell you on that. I can sell you that his coach lost him 3 to 4 games on his own.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you that defensive backs running out in the crowd, acting like the game over when it's a Hail Mary to
Yes.
still be done.
Yep.
Cost him a game.
Yeah.
So I can sell you on Caleb Williams and the chaos. I lost a coach a third, maybe the quarter of the season left during the season. I can sell you that he's really good. Confirmation bias. That's what I saw. I saw enough. I can sell you the other way.
Yep.
Couldn't get out of the huddle. He wasn't processing. He was sacked 40 times. His own offensive lineman had some things to say. I could sell you on that he's playing too much hero Superman ball. Caleb Williams is the perfect example for confirmation bias to be exactly whatever you want it to be when you're doing sports radio across this country or sports talk television.
And that's my point. That's why I say, and you said it as well, just chill. Let this thing play out. He's in a new system. You cannot report on everything he's doing in training camp right now. He's learning a new system on the fly. The cadence, getting them out in and out of the huddle on time, processing, learning where the blitzes are coming from in a new system. It's a lot. And so if we're comparing and we're looking at what this guy can do and what his capabilities are, we saw some of that both ways in his rookie year, which for all of these rookies, even Jaden Daniels, there were down moments for him as well. Even though it looked seamless for him, there were down moments for him as well. There was a learning curve. And so that's the process.
They wasn't down long.
Listen, you want me to bring his numbers up too?
He was Donnie McClurkin.
No.
We fall down, but we get up.
Yeah.
He got up.
No, of course.
Yeah.
He was in a better situation, though.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't disagree with that. And again, I think also his division wasn't great. So, but I do think, who enjoys what Drew the caller was talking about, in that sometimes it's great to be the guy who get to Russell Wilson this thing. Meaning 3rd round pick. Not that wasn't Bo Nix, but I'm saying I don't come in with all the hype and the fanfare. I get to kind of just look around my shoulder. Ain't nobody really looking too much. Really, the pressure. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, hold up.
Hold up. Alex, you ain't dumped that for your boy?
Hold up.
Sounded like I was in a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
Man.
house. I thought I secured it over here.
you-
Kind of turned like and secured
Baruch Assault?
and
What's
came
what's
back.
going on?
Came back. Let me find out this coffee.
Golly. Oh, my God.
Wait, now you want to work that fast, Alex?
Yo, I was like, oh.
No, you were like, I had an outer body experience. I thought it was another person. I thought Kevin Williams, not Kelvin Washington.
you
was
look
in here.
behind you and everything.
I looked to my right like, yo, you ever done radio before?
Oh, that is hilarious.
Man.
Hey,
I hate when I give Alex
players
shit.
mess up. Players
Hang
hate when I
on. Do I
give
need to
Alex
call
shit.
we got like some rodents in
No,
there?
I feel like I'm like in that Willy Wonka. One of them, they remember how you had to like,
when
in
they're
order to
floating?
get to the
Yeah,
ceiling
yeah,
was
yeah.
the float, you had to burp?
Yeah.
Well, I'm floating right now. The heck was that?
Man.
I was
By
about
the
to
way,
make a good point,
Uncle
too.
Joe Conman
Oh, he's definitely
laying
a
in
con.
bed the whole time till he gets a golden ticket.
Yeah.
Definitely a con, man.
Get out
First of all,
sure.
there's a lot to be discussed. Why were all the grandparents in the bed together? Both sides.
That's
of the
another thing.
No, I've been needing to know this for however old I am. That's how long I needed to know this. We're just okay with all the parents in the bed together for 25 years.
It was hard times back then. It was hard times.
I don't
Fine.
know.
Then get a saw and cut the bed in half.
That's what I'm saying. Watching her daughter work the entire time, slaving, all this stuff, and he's like, oh, golden ticket.
Every couple in the 1960s and below were in separate beds, right? The husband, because they didn't want to put a man and a woman in bed on TV back in then. But somehow Willy Wonka had multiple grandparents, or Charlie, in the one bed together.
Man, they were 82 years old. Nothing was going on, so they could put them in the same bed.
You know what's crazy?
What?
When they start dropping stuff nowadays, they'll tell you, like, Uncle Phil was really only 39, or Carl Winslow was this, or dude, I guarantee you Charlie's grandfather was probably like 40. Like, I'm older than him or something now.
It's true.
That's the weirdest thing, and it drives me crazy. They age fast. You look at like Artis Gilmore, some guys back in the NBA, you're like, yeah, this was probably his last season. No, this was his first game.
Exactly.
And he looked 58.
True.
I don't know what
was
going
hard.
on.
It was hard times. It was hard times.
With that being said, I was getting ready to say pre-burp.
What were you gonna say?
Really? See how it came out smooth that time? Really, what I was going to say was Bo Nix, I think, was operating in a perfect situation where there were other conversations being had around quarterbacks, right? There are other, whether he's some regressing. Like, man, what's going on with C.J. Stroud? He's or the conversation. Oh, wow, look at Jaden Daniels. Or, man, is it Josh Allen's league or is it Lamar Jackson? That he got to kind of just skate.
Yep.
And his team kept getting better and better. And we were all kind of, I don't know, Sean Payton might have lost it with Russell Wilson. We were saying, and they had a little period where they were playing some good football too. But I think Bo Nix was able to benefit from that, benefit from this team getting better, and Sean Payton really getting his groove back. That we kind of just looked up and like, wait, they're 10-7. Wait, they're in the postseason.
Yeah.
And you looked up, and he had actually quietly had a really good season. And to the earlier point we had from the call, you look at it, you kind of forget too. He can run. You started looking at his rushing numbers too, man. I mean,
Bo can run,
430 yards.
Yep.
And 4 touchdowns. So you add that to what he was able to do, you're like, oh shoot, Bo Nix was really great. So I think that's what great thing with these young quarterbacks. They're coming in with so many starts, Kerry. It used to be historically, you'd come in, you'd redshirt, or maybe even if you played a little bit your first year and it was somebody else's, starter for another year or two, maybe your junior year and senior year were your years.
Yeah.
So you got anywhere from 20 to 25-ish starts.
Right.
Now these dudes are coming in with 40, 45, 50. I got COVID years, transfer year. These guys are coming in with so many games under their belt.
True.
That to me, that's why you're seeing them come in and being able to have success. I'm not saying they're, lighting it up like crazy, but they're able to come in and look good.
That's a great point. Caleb didn't have that. He played his 3 years and he was out, right?
Uh-huh.
Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix played multiple situations, multiple
Different
games,
team,
a lot of football. So the fact that they had success isn't surprising. But again, that's the other thing with Caleb. Caleb is young. He's in a real second year. This guy's like, I don't know his age, but I'm guessing he'd be like 21, 22.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But any prop bets on what week 1 his fingernails will be colored?
I would say it's opening day. I would definitely say pink. He's a pink guy for sure, right?
He's a pink guy.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
He's 23,
See?
will be 24 in November. A little older than you thought.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, yeah.